never going to be a surgeon. I spent months dreading those 8 weeks. The OR just absolutely terrified me. My fears, in no particular order, included retracting for hours on end, breaking the sterile field, scrub techs yelling at me, suturing wrong, residents yelling at me, being hungry in the OR, attendings yelling at me, and vasovagaling in the OR. Now mind you, all of those things did happen at one point or another on my third-year rotation. But I loved my month on general surgery more than any month of third year, for one reason, and one reason alone. I had a ginormous, undying, excruciating, all-encompassing crush on my chief resident. From the moment he forgot my name for the third time, I was obsessed. He was good looking enough, sure. He was a real-life 7, but a hospital 9. Even more so was the power he had over me. Not only was he probably 10 years my senior, he held all control over my future clerkship grade. I was on an imaginary train to my own Grey's Anatomy moment. This crush occupied every brain cell I had left. I got up in the morning and thought about how to scheme myself into his cases. During rounds, I'd say, "Oh yes, I would love to come to your robotic hernia repair, where I will just sit on a backless stool for 5 hours and stare at the back of your head." I hung on to this man's every word. So what if his diet only consisted of energy drinks and sour candy? So what if he could barely spend more than 20 minutes in a patient's room? Neither could I! Not to mention, a pair of scrubs can really do a body good. While my OR-approved Emory brand scrubs swallowed me whole and covered up any and all assets I may have had to my advantage, his were form-fitting? To be perfectly candid, he probably could have gone up a size in the pants, but I certainly wasn't complaining. I made it onto his Instagram stories, not once, but twice. The first was a team picture, which was lame because I couldn't crop out the sub-I student. The second was a boomerang, classic millennials, of me waddling into the OR in a bunny suit. You know, the ones that make you look like the Michelin Man from head to toe? Really sexy stuff. I entered the OR in a mirage. Was I really there holding a retractor? Or was I dissociating, above my own body, imagining our lives 20 years down the line when we're married with kids and 2 dogs?
Incision?
Do you know how hot it is to watch someone confidently cut open another human? Because I didn't.
Knife back?
Oh my God. I silently thank the universe for masks because my jaw is on the floor. How do you tell someone using only your eyes that you would follow them to the ends of the earth?
Let me get a 5mm trocar.
He is cool as a cucumber, placing the port sites, skiving through fascia, talking to the attending about his favorite OR playlist, OR music for millennial surgeons. Meanwhile, I am standing there, stiff as a board, my hands clasped over my chest like a mummy, trying my hardest not to draw any attention to myself as I stare at my chief.
Show me the liver retractor.
I think he's talking to me. I mean, I have literally no idea what he's gesturing towards because I can't see the surgical field with the table raised up to his height. My brain is jello, and my hands are moving without any guidance whatsoever. I rotate the camera, literally taking a 50-50 guess as to which direction I'm meant to be pointing in. I've only been yelled at 3 times in the past week alone about something called horizons, which no one has taken the time to explain to me. But I try my hardest to hold the camera steady and not make anyone seasick looking at the screen.
Nice job, Sarah.
This is ever had. Is it just me, or am I picking up a vibe here? I hear Dr. Schulman in the back of my mind during orientation. You can only be involved with a resident after they finish your evaluation. So there's hope for me yet. Lucky by Britney Spears starts playing over the OR speaker.
Please tell me you're old enough to know who this is.
I nod and say, duh. I mean, I was more of a Lizzie McGuire girl myself, but this song's in my Hot Girl Walk playlists.
Hot girl walks. I've heard of those.
I am officially not fucking well. I can see he's smiling behind the mask. I mean, the attendant has literally no idea what we're talking about, but who cares? I'm sending signals. I've got game. I may be young, but I am cultured. And best of all, everyone's too distracted to pimp me on the critical view of safety.
Can I get the 2-0 of Monocril?
We're finishing up the surgery. I know what's coming. The penultimate job in a laparoscopic surgery. It's the porthole closures. I've been epically sucking at them recently, so I'm dreading this. Maybe he'll take pity on me. Maybe I did such a good job holding the camera that he's gonna say, Sarah, go home. Take the rest of the day off. Enjoy a glass of wine. Maybe I'll join you.
Needle back, protected.
He's doing a two-handed tie now. It's like magical. Something about the smooth suture and the sharp needle and the obviously sexual dexterity of those double-gloved hands. You can't tell me there is anything more attractive than a man with hand skills.
Med student, ready to close this porthole?
No, not one bit. Absolutely not. But for you, Chief Resident, why yes, anything for you.